Now it'll be live, I'm pretty sure. If my YouTube stops being weird, we should get this to work. But it's currently being weird at the moment. If my YouTube stops... Okay, yes, the audio sounds perfectly fine. So now we're just going to get this bad boy set up in Discord, and then we can begin. So I will wait a little bit for people to get in here because we do have to vote for the game that we're watching because we do have a tie vote. Alright, now we're good in Discord, so now we can get this show on the road. Here, let's take a look at the playoff picture for those who want to take a look at it. So the AFC, of course, is really weird. There's like a 7-way tie for first place at, what, 7-4? The Jets are the only team here who's not 7-4. I think they're 6-5. So the AFC is going to be very chaotic the final few weeks of the year, which certainly should be fun. The NFC is a little bit less chaotic, but the NFC is also probably still better than the AFC. And we back indeed. So the situation we have here is the Dolphins and Ravens and the Cardinals and Bucks are tied at 10 votes each. So the winning vote getter will be the watched game today, and the losing vote getter will have their game simcasted. So they will still win for their week, but we will not watch. So everybody, including myself, is going to get one vote. I'm going to vote for the Cardinals and Bucks. Although I think the Ravens and Dolphins is pretty interesting as well, with the Ravens being in the playoff hunt. The Dolphins have won like 4 or 5 in a row to get themselves back into a race. I think they've won 5 in a row. Yeah, hold on, let me see. But I think the Cardinals and Bucks is a better game. And Arizona needs to win. They are in legit trouble. Poor old Bills. The Dolphins have the longest win streak in the entire league at 4. So, there you go. They're hotter than pretty much everybody. Ravens, Fins, Cardinals, Bucks. Who had the most up? There was somebody who had like 10. I forget which team. I think he was a linebacker. I know he was a rookie. I'll try to find him real quick as if we get some more people hopefully trickle in to cast their vote. I think he was a right outside linebacker. And he had like 10. I'll probably know the name when I see it. Unfortunately, it was not Reginald. I know he had hit him. Was it this guy? No. Who was it? I'm not going to take too long to look. If I don't find him, then oh well. It might have been Will. Okay, Will has hidden. So it was probably Will Morse. What's good, Pokemon? Welcome in. Discredit Jax, folks. He is not mentally unable. Oh, he is mentally unable to... Okay, I could not read that for a second. He's mentally unable to make smart decisions. I mean, to be fair, his team is 10-1, but other than that, yeah, that's fair. Siri, give me a whole number between 1 and 2. 2. I think the Ravens are 2. Since we're still simcasting one of the games, we can still technically make a last-second switch if we wanted to, but it looks like we probably will watch the second game. Why did I think the Dolphins had 6 wins? They had 1 win going into last stream, and now they had 5. So that makes sense. Have to at least have Superstar because you got 5. I'm pretty sure you're like 15 downs away from having your dev trait reveal. I just checked since, well, obviously I was upgrading you. And I saw a +1 speed, so I wanted to see if it was 99, which it was. But it looks like your dev trait is about to be revealed. So if we do show hiddens today, which I'm not really sure, if a lot of people are here towards the end, then maybe. If not, I'll do it Thursday or Friday, whichever day I stream this week. Alrighty, can the Red Hot Dolphins win what would be their 5th straight game, or can the Ravens push closer to their first playoff berth, I guess, in all of OFL 21? So far, so good for Baltimore. 21 unanswered for the Ravens. Miami with a last-second score. This is a good game. If it stays close, I think we're going to go a little bit slower in the fourth quarter. We're going to have it on normal. Okay, Baltimore has the ball. Dolphins get it back. If Miami scores on this drive, we might want to contemplate watching. And they don't. 3rd and 9, big first down gain for Tyreek Hill. Yeah, the Dolphins are going to have to start using these timeouts now. Or not, I guess. Oh, now they are. Yeah, I don't think Miami can win this one. Okay, we can go a little bit faster. Alright, the Ravens end up winning, so worst case for the Ravens would be what? 500, since they're now 8-4? That has to be the best record the Ravens have in all of OFL 21, right? I would think. Miami's win streak comes to a close. They fall to 5-7. And in a very competitive AFC East where you need all the wins you can get, not an ideal result. What is up, Crockett? Welcome. So they had nearly identical passer ratings. Okay. And yeah, they literally had almost identical numbers. The only thing is Lampman threw a lot more times. Rashad Penny had a busy day. Deontay Johnson scores twice. I think, no, the Ravens went 7-8-1 last year because they had the tie right at the end because it's, you know, Andy Morrison fumbled. Has had such bad draft classes and you're Rocky Save, and we've been bad for 4 years. Well, hey, I mean, at least you're doing it pretty realistically. Alright, I guess it's time to sim. This is probably the quickest we've ever started a stream and then simmed. But I guess we're used to watching games first. And obviously, since we didn't do that this week. Oh, look at that! The Ravens have sole possession of first place. So I guess the Cougars and the Steelers both lost. Wow. How about that? Carolina beats the Saints 14-21. So it looks like Carolina, who's been playing pretty well as of recent, probably finds a way to get into the playoffs, I think. He says, not yet. You're about to. Well, I mean, the Thunderbirds are pretty close. I imagine that's who you're referring to. Yeah, I think the Lions do play the Thunderbirds this week. Jalen Ramsey and Aaron Donald both play very well. In other news, the sky is, I was going to say blue, but it's definitely not blue out there. It's a loud gray. Oh, the Bills won! The Buffalo Bills won a football game for the first time since, like, week 2. And the Sentinels are ice cold. And this is the one game where Jimmy doesn't even play well. So I guess the key for Buffalo to win is to have Jimmy Garoppolo suck. Huh, the more you know. So Orlando probably does not have a very realistic shot of making the playoffs, I would assume. How many have they lost in a row? They have lost 6 of your last 7. Eek. Portland. They beat the Rams 23-17. I don't think the Rams have much of a shot to make the playoffs at all. Portland could. This guy, Hudson Huntington, he's a 75 overall with hidden depth. I just found out about this guy yesterday when I was doing the upgrade video. I was like, who is this guy and why is he good? I checked his dev because I was curious and he only has starred, so it's not that exciting. I don't know any of the other devs though. I was just curious about that one because I wanted to know if Portland was like hiding some X factor behind Patrick Mahomes. Because that would be a very Portland-like thing to do. Just have an X factor and he doesn't play. Oh, the Steamers finally win again. They beat the Cougars. with 20 points in the fourth quarter. Will Duvall with 5 touchdowns. Duvall has been quite good this year. DR3 was decent. Joe Mixon was fine. A lot of touchdowns. I guess that makes sense considering Memphis threw 5. Can you tell me my dev? Well, I have not checked yours. I have no idea. Well, I guess we could probably check after this week, unless you got hurt. Imagine if he actually did get hurt and we couldn't check it. Oh, it was New England who won. Did Kenneth Hawthorne have one of those ridiculous days? Yeah, not really, kind of. I mean, a win to win. Harrison Bryant, again, was the leading receiver. Okay. Derek Barnett, 2 tackles for loss and a pick. Okay. Houston. They beat the Cardinals, and Arizona just continues to plummet. What are they, like 5-7? And Smirnoff wasn't even good. What a fall from grace by the Arizona Cardinals. If they don't win this game against the Bucs, their chances might be gone. Wow. The AFC South could legit have 3 playoff, or all 4 teams in the playoffs, by the way. That division is loaded. If you get hurt, I'm rioting outside of EA's headquarters. Oh, wow, Toronto actually won. They needed overtime to do it, but they did it. I mean, if we check your dev, I might as well show your stats, so that's fine. Norris Doris was pretty good. IT was fine, too. Aaron Jones had a nice day. Did I see... Wow, Wally is so bad. Good lord. Did I see... No, 65. The former Diablo, Foster Moreau. I thought it said 69. That's why I got excited. Reggie Peters with 2 sacks. The Titans. They beat the Raiders. Well, thank you guys for beating the Raiders, but we also need the Titans to lose. So, I don't know if this is, like, good. Show your stats versus... Oh... I'll check this game and then I'll do that. Considering you weren't at the top, though, that's probably not an ideal sign. Whoa, McCaffrey, hello, have yourself a game. Christian Kirk continues to be a machine for this team. What a pickup. And it's not like he was doing anything for us, so I don't regret it. We want the Texans. Looks like you're out. Yeah, I really, at this point, can't even find, like, some miracle way for them to get in. 4 for 33. Wah, wah. We want the Bengals. They beat the Packers. Oh. Interesting. Okay. Lamar was pretty good. Katie Katz was not. Those look like Katie Katz's stats from a watched game. That's not Sim Katie Katz. That's watched Katie Katz. I mean, I will say it is kind of ironic that right when the Cardinals drafted you is when they sucked. Although the team does look quite a bit different, so I guess that can help. The Bucs have not lost since they got embarrassed by Dallas. Although they only won by 1. Whoa! They were down 21-2 going into the fourth quarter and they won. Huh. So the Jets choked a 21-2 lead. Has anyone ever been up 21-2? Let alone choked it? I don't know if I've ever seen a score of the game be 21-2. Melvin Kidd had 3 sacks. The Bulldogs. They lose to the Diablos. Yay! Okay, 27-20. Phil was not even all that impressive. It looks like we ran the ball a lot. Deshaun Watson had a busy day. Dalvin Cook was quite good. Okay, I figured once I saw Chip did, like, nothing. Yeah, sometimes I've noticed throughout Madden 21, it happened with IT earlier in the year. Maybe it's happening with Cats. Once those players got, like, big upgrades, they started to do worse, which is weird. So I don't know if that'll be the same with Katie Katz, but that did happen to Isaiah Thomas. He had a really good rookie year, and then his second year, after he upgraded himself, he wasn't very good. Another win for the Caps. I imagine if they beat London this week, they probably clinch the division. I would think. Columbus is now 11-1. They've probably clinched a playoff spot at this point. Cardinals really expected RH3 to be the next Devontae Adams. Jax really thought he was going to draft me. Damn. Oh my, the Chargers won again. Kansas City's not looking good. Although they beat us, so if nothing else, the Chiefs still have bragging rights if they swept us. You were still... I feel like your numbers definitely took a hit from your rookie year to your second year. You weren't terrible, per se, but after that great rookie year, your numbers did fall off a little bit. But not as bad as, like, last year. That was... Eek. That was pretty rough. Raekwon McMillan picks off 2 passes. The Colts. They beat the Jags. Didn't they just... Oh, I thought they played the Jags week 14 for whatever reason. That's a big win for Indy. A lot of points. I suppose Eddie Small did quite well. Yes, he did. So did Joe Burrow. Doesn't matter because Oofy Goober is better. Are you an Oofy Goober, kids? Aren't the Jaguars on, like, a losing streak? Hold on. Haven't they lost, like, 4 in a row or something? They've lost 5 in a row. The Cougars lost. The Cowboys won! And they beat San Francisco! So the NFC West continues to be an absolute train wreck. This is good news for Arizona. They need all the Niners losses they can get. Better at chess? I mean, maybe he is better at chess. I'm a oofy goober, you're an oofy goober. Is that everybody? Yep, that's everyone. Alright, we're going to check Players of the Week. We'll see if the playoff picture is drastically changed, and then we will get to Week 14. So the Players of the Week are Will Duvall, Baker Mayfield, Von Miller, and Raekwon McMillan. Can't wait until Smirnoff figures out I exist. Hi, gamers. What is up, Lucario? Welcome in. Alright. I did tell Nick we would show him his dev. Okay, first of all, let's everyone take your guess. What do you think he's going to have? I feel like he's not going to have X Factor. I'm going to guess Star. But I really wouldn't be surprised if it's Superstar. Winner gets a cookie. Saying Goober is better than me is saying that the Washington football team is better than the Browns. I mean, it's factually true that Oofy Goober is kind of better. Does he have Star? Darn. Aren't his numbers kind of good, though? Yeah, 7.5 sacks. I don't even know if RH3 has 7.5 catches. The Cardinals. Roman Higgins III has X Factor! Wow! Okay. I was not expecting that. Hello. Wow. That's something. That is a Mickey Mouse 81. Since Pokemon wants to see his, we can check his too. Chad has Star. Did FG make a mistake? Clearly, considering your numbers are not very good. Siri, give me a whole number between 1 and 2. I think the Bucks are 2. I think. So the Cardinals are 5 and 7. Tampa Bay is what? 7 and 5, 8 and 4? 7 and 5. Okay. The Ravens have jumped from 7 to 1. Huh. Okay. The NFC really has not changed much at all. But the AFC looks quite a bit different, which really is not a surprise. Have the Caps officially clinched a playoff spot, by the way? I imagine they have. Yep. So the Caps have punched their tickets. They are the first team that is officially in the playoffs. Alrighty, do we want the current home jerseys, which I guess is like a reddish? Don't they have like black or brown ones? Isn't that like their alternate? Isn't that an option? Yeah. Do we want the red home jerseys? Do we want the brown home jerseys? Or do we want to torture ourselves and pick the creamsicles? Would that be this one? Yep. Do we want red, brown, or creamsicles? Damn, he really timed him out. He thought you were bluffing. Well, he thought wrong. If no one has a preference, I don't really want to see the creamsicles because they're ugly. So we're going to rock with the all browns. These are actually kind of cool. Yeah, those are sort of clean. This is one of the most important regular season games for Cardinals in a while. If they lose, their hopes of making the playoffs are in legitimate jeopardy. So they have to win today. And they're taking on a Red Hot Bucks team who's won 4 in a row. Hopo's 300 doesn't add up. I don't think it would. Although that'd be a little bit funny if it did. I should take his mod away for abusing his powers. I see the clouds up there look kind of gray. Oh. Why did I think it looked gray in the stadium? From that first angle, it looks like a gloomy day out there, and then we got that second angle and it looks sunny. I was going to say it's like the weather in real life, but it's not. He says, oh, it would be funny. How about no? The Bucks are one of the wild card teams, right? Hold on, let me go back in the stream and see the playoff picture. Yeah, Tampa Bay is 6. Okay. And obviously in a tight division race with Carolina. So here is the reigning MVP, Alexei Smirnov, who has been, well, quite honestly, disappointing. He hasn't been bad per se. I would still consider him an above-average quarterback this year. But he's not played like the MVP candidate that we all know and love. Or don't love, depending on your stance on Alexei Smirnov. The Cardinals don't necessarily have to win out because, well, the NFC West sucks balls. But they definitely need to win 3 out of their next 4. And they need San Francisco to kind of suck. Remember, the Niners not only are a game ahead of them, but they also have the tiebreaker in the division because they beat Arizona twice. Gilbert Knight with a quick sack. Wasn't he the guy who, when the Bucks drafted him, he was like 75 in like every important rating? Oh God, Toronto gets to play Detroit and Dallas today. If they don't go 2-0, we're having serious problems. Pretty rough drive for Smirnov. If we remember the last time we watched the Cardinals, he could not stop taking sacks. Does he like getting hit by 280-pound giant men? I mean, Smirnov can take the hit. There's that. Here's Jordan Love, who's quietly having a really good year. I don't know if he's going to be an MVP candidate, but he's definitely in the discussion. He's not quite up there with Painter and Chip and Eddie. But if Katie Katz, for example, or Andy Morrison kind of don't play well the rest of the year, Jordan Love could find his way into that discussion. Or he's just going to get sacked. Do they have Byron Jones? I forgot about that. Yeah, I think they did. I guess that is Byron Jones. I forgot they had him. How many sacks are we going to have? We already have 3 within the first minute. This time it's by Holiday. Yeah, Smirnov is like 6'10", 300. He's literally the definition of a tank. Third and 27. I mean, Jordan Love, we know he has a cannon. And it's picked off! Oh! An early turnover for Minka Fitzpatrick. Well, that makes things interesting. That was like a good throw at the time, too. I thought they were going to make that work. But Minka gets a huge turnover. Yeah, that wasn't even that wasn't that bad of the pass. Both defenses are looking sharp against 2 of the more talented. I think both quarterbacks on these teams are 99 overalls, so they're both quite good. I know Smirnov is, and I'm pretty sure Jordan Love is either a 99 or he's super close. but I imagine he is too. Okay, these quarterbacks do not want to throw the ball. We've had 4 sacks within the first 3 minutes of the game. Smirnoff makes Ben Roethlisberger look like a Boy Scout. That's facts. Unless the Cardinals absolutely mess up, like Smirnoff taking some dumb sack for a loss of 10, the Cardinals should be in field goal range even if they don't get the first down. Which they won't. Because the struggling Smirnoff cannot find anyone open. At least he got rid of the ball there while under pressure. Smirnoff makes me want to commit a hate crime against Russians. And I'm just saying, once they got RH3, that's when Higgins kind of sucked. Oh, he's been freed! Welcome back from the dungeon. It would be a shame if somebody timed him out. Isn't Chris Carson hurt? I don't think the Bucs have Chris Carson healthy. That's kind of a big-ish deal because he's kind of good. Just kind of. Third and 1 for the Buccos. Can they punch it in, or will the Cardinals get another stop? Yeah, he got that. He said pause. Oh, here's a nice little run. Is that Diggs again? Oh, no, Chris Carson isn't hurt. I thought he was. I guess not. I guess he's all good. I could have sworn he got injured for at one point this year. He said, "Don't you dare, Nicholas." I feel like using Nicholas just gives him an incentive to do it. Dude's begging now. Okay, who are all these Bucs receivers? Because I know they had like 2 at the beginning of the year. That's Mike Williams. They have Mike Williams. I think they literally have 3 receivers on their entire roster. You know, they could really use that Terry McLaurin guy back. They could really use it. They could also really use that Christian McCaffrey guy back. I don't know why they didn't pay them. I guess in their defense, they have had a lot of guys to pay. And Tampa Bay will get the touchdown. I guess that's Chris Carson. So the Bucs, after a really bad first offensive drive in which they got sacked twice and threw a pick, they do march down the field and get a touchdown. What if he calls you Nicola instead of Nicholas? Is that still a timeout? Sit him a timeout, Rug, you pleb. That's a pretty good starting field position. Unless we'll return to the 36. Says, sorry, Nicola. There you go.
Number 41, Alvin Kamara, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
I think part of the reason why Smirnov has not done all that well in watch games is he definitely does not look like himself. He definitely has not tried to make big plays with his arm. Hasn't really taken any shots downfield, which is his strength. So I think that's part of the reason why he's been kind of not that good. And it's no secret that his team's record has definitely reflected his play. So surprised about who did the Giants even get? Did they get anyone good? I think that's the better question. I know they cut Dante Pettis, which I guess isn't that much of a surprise. He's not all that special.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 31-yard line.
Now from the 31, they are marching closer. Kamara breaks a tackle. He might take it the distance, and he does for an Arizona touchdown. So the Cardinals get the lead right back. This looks like that, or Kamara, at least on that play, looked like someone who is fighting for their playoff lives. Because that's what Arizona's doing right now. They're literally fighting for their lives.
The kick is good. Makes the score Cardinals 10, Buccaneers 7. Chris Boswell set to kick off. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Still an L drive because Smirnov keeps ignoring me. Is RH3's X Factor then activated? I mean, the Cardinals have multiple X Factors on their offense already. Smirnov is, Kamara is, Cortland Sutton might be. I don't know if he's an X Factor or a superstar. So RH3 might not even be able to get his X Factor activated, which I guess isn't that big of a deal, except in watch games he can't get in the zone. But other than that, that's not really that big of a deal. I think that's the only difference between Superstar and Superstar X Factor. Like in the sim, I don't think there's really any difference, which is dumb. There should be. He's still a Superstar? Okay, that's what I figured. Colin Johnson, Justin Hilliard, and Quincy Roche. I guess those aren't too bad. I mean, none of those guys are all that special. Oh, Sutton has Superstar. Oh, okay. So, then it should. If Sutton only has Superstar, then the 3 X Factors would be Smirnov, Kamara, and you. Unless Joe Smirnov has X Factor, which, if Arizona drafted 2 X Factor receivers, and sheesh, that'd be kind of nuts. Does Jordan Love think there's a roughing the passer there? Why else would he be pissed?
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
EA is dumb and refuses to give rookies X. I don't even think it's that they refuse to give rookies X Factor. It just doesn't automatically load, which is dumb.
That's another Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
That's been a glitch for... I imagine it's probably still in Madden 22. Although, with the coaching trees, the first thing that you can unlock for your offensive and defensive coordinators is to actually allow X Factors on the field. So, like, if you have, like, a base coordinator, you can't even have your X Factors activated. So, like, the first game or two with the Eagles, Fletcher Cox didn't have his X Factor, and it wouldn't let me give it to him. And I was super confused why, but then I figured out it was because you actually had to do something for your coordinator, which is kind of dumb. I mean, I get it. But nice throw, nice score, I believe, back to Mike Williams. So Tampa Bay takes the lead with 3:33. Illuminati confirmed if there's 33 left on the play clock. Well, now there's not, but Illuminati confirmed.
The kick is good. Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Cardinals 10. The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Those numbers were kind of good. I mean, although it's been a very disappointing year for the Cardinals so far. They should at least try to base the coordinators off their real-life counterpart. That would be nice. Obviously, they probably don't have the licensing for the coordinators, which they should. I mean, if you can get them for that coaches, that'd be cool if you could get them for the coordinators. But I agree. I feel like some should already be really good. Because I don't know if any of the coordinators, like when you go into a franchise, I don't know if any of the coordinators have any upgrades yet. I know for the Eagles series they didn't.
First down, Arizona.
But I'm pretty sure that's how they all are. I could be wrong about that, but I think all the coordinators are like level 1, no upgrades or anything right at the beginning.
The pass. Complete to N'Keal Harry. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and... The pass. Complete to Dawson Knox. A gain of 13 yards. And
Guys, it appears Nick Castellanos hit a home run. This is ironic because did we not literally witness a mass murder today? Did Jeff Passan literally not murder a man? I need to make a meme of this. While the end of this first half is going on, I need to make a meme of this because this is too funny. Ooh, what a catch! Was that Higgins? Yep, 17, Roman Higgins. What a grab. Imagine trying to cheese Kansas City and Mahomes is just sitting there with Superstar. Imagine just all of them with Superstar. That's pretty depressing. Seems like Smirnoff is finally starting to figure some things out. He's had a few nice throws on third down on this drive, getting it to his... Is Joe Smirnoff his brother? Is that a relationship there? I think so. Fumble! Cardinals keep it. That was close. That didn't even look like a fumble. Yeah, that's got to be reversed. That was most definitely not a fumble. Not that it matters. I mean, the Cardinals literally recovered. Why are we wasting time challenging it? Does the clock stop? Does Joe have X Factor? Hold on. Does he? Does Joe have it? Doesn't look like it. So he probably only has star, I guess? Nice touchdown for Kamara. He now has 2 here in the first half. With 46 seconds to go. Both teams have all 3 timeouts, so, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter for Arizona anymore, but, you know, the Bucs could move down the field and do something. Maybe he was tackled. That's probably the case, because the Bucs have quite a few guys on their defensive X Factor. I know Patrick Queen does, so maybe that was Patrick Queen. Ed Oliver, I think, does. C.J. Henderson might. Tampa Bay's quickly down to 1, but they are awfully close to field goal range. If they could just tie it before halftime, this drive would be definitely a success. Ooh, that was close. Good deflection. Does Robert Woods have Superstar? Because I'm pretty sure that's Robert Woods. When I think 17 and I think of the OFL Bucks, I think of Terry McLaurin. But obviously that's not him. Because, you know, he gone. Nice hit by the defense. Bucks are down to 22. Love somehow gets rid of it. That was a good move to avoid the sack, but isn't able to do anything with it. So the Cardinals will keep the lead, and I'm pretty sure Arizona starts the ball. Wait, no. No, they don't. Yeah, the Cardinals had it that first drive, and then the Bucs had it and turned it over right away. So I think the Bucs... Ooh, are we actually going to see a Hail Mary? Yes! I assumed they would just run the clock out. Oh. They had 4 receivers lined out vertically. I was expecting a Hail Mary. I am disappointed, Smirnov. I am disappointed. Doesn't Roman Hankins have double me as his zone ability? Not that his X Factor is on, but if it was, you know, that'd be kind of a good one for a Hail Mary. The Bucs have been screwed by inactivity. That's true. Not a lot. Some of the CPU teams have gone just fine. But ever since Hobie retired, the Bucs have gotten screwed. Now, in their defense, they've also had a lot of guys to pay. But if they had a consistent coach, they probably would still have Christian McCaffrey. They'd probably still have Terry McLaurin. And they'd probably still be a legit contender. Not that this team is bad. But I also don't know if I'm comfortable with saying they're a legit contender. Because this team is far worse than the one that won the OFL Bowl a couple years ago. Bears! Bears! Madden hates me. I don't think. Are you guys? You guys aren't 3-10, are you? I know the Chiefs aren't doing very well. I know they've lost again, but I don't think they're 3-10. I think Kansas City's probably like 5-8. If I were to guess. Or no, they'd be 5-7 because everyone's only played 12 games. I can't count. Castellanos went deep again. So on the day Jeff passing kills someone, he goes deep twice. There's no way this is all coincidence. There's no shot. There's no shot this is real. This has to be a planned attack. This is a planned attack by Nick Castellanos. This is too funny. Well, I gotta make another meme. This is too good. This is golden. What happened to the... Well, his first home run was gone. And I guess now he hit a second one on the day Jeff Passan literally killed someone right in front of our eyes. How did he catch that? Dang. That's a nice grab.
The pass complete to Mike Williams. It's a pickup
We need to watch a Lions game. Well, the Lions aren't going to make the playoffs. That's the problem.
at the 44-yard
So there's not much of a reason to watch them. Maybe I'll put them on the poll if they have an interesting game, but
number 28, the ball carrier.
bring back Tiance or Ratio and no more Bishop Sycamore offer. I thought Tiance was going to go to Bishop Sycamore. Why not? Tiance was meant for Bishop Sycamore because they both don't exist right now. How'd you do? You guys won, and Eddie Small played like Eddie Small, which is, well. Wow, he really thought the check down was going to work, didn't he? Well, it didn't, buddy.
To number 28. A gain of 5.
Tired of watching all these teams that aren't good. Well, I mean, only one team is going to win the OFL Bowl. So, obviously, most of the teams we're going to watch don't end up winning or don't end up making it. By default. Because there's literally only 2 teams who can make it and only 1 team who can win it.
Ryan Winslow in punt formation.
Gonna make a joke about Tiance's parent. Oh, dear.
The Cardinals
For those who don't know the backstory, they're dead. Bishop Sycamore... Well, no, Bishop Sycamore would beat Matter Day by more than that. Those Matter Day scrubs would get manhandled. By... What is Bishop Sycamore's mascot even? Or do they even have one? Tired of not watching Indy. Well, I put the Colts on the poll for Week 13, so... It's not like I didn't put them on the poll, they just didn't get enough votes. That was probably the best game for Week 13, too. Yeah, that only got 3 votes, and the Dolphins and Ravens got 10. So... Don't blame me! Ran 4 miles today. Wow, that's pretty impressive. I could barely run 1/4 of a mile. Tiance's parents sadly died. This is why you don't drive on the left side, folks. We've only watched the Lions once in the last 2 years. Well, the Lions have also been really bad the past 2 years.
It's a gain of 25.
If they were good, we would definitely watch them more than one. No, but didn't we watch them twice? We watched them that time. They were up by like 28 at halftime against the Packers. We watched them that game against the Cardinals last year. And that's all I remember. But that's more than one, technically.
Alvin Kamara on the carry. Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Cause they suck, I see. Yeah, pretty much. Their logo is a Spartan. Okay. I assumed it was the Bishop Sycamore Manti Te'o's girlfriend. That would be a fitting name. Who's hurt? Is it anyone significant? I don't know who that is. Did it say on the stream? Let me go back. Chris Grubbs, safety. He's kind of good. I think he's a starter. So I guess it's sort of significant.
Alvin Kamara, the ball carrier. C.J. Henderson on the tackle. A gain of 14. First down, Cardinals.
Did the Titans win? I think so. Yeah, the Titans did win. What seed are the Colts again? Hold on. I know it's Baltimore 1, somehow. I know we were 3. Somebody was 2. It might have been the Titans. Imagine saying a year ago the Ravens and Titans would be among the best teams in the AFC. Oh, the Colts are 2. Okay. So you guys are currently 2. Are you Coach of the Year, please? I have not thought about the Coach of the Year at all. I have no idea who that would be. Okay, Smirnov, it's time to throw me the ball. Oh, look, Smirnov's in the zone, so, I mean, he's hot. And Kamara's he's had a really good game. He's been impressive. That's not me, Smirnov. Last year I got snubbed just because Dalton Risner was hurt. Why are we watching the Cardinals anyway? Nick's player sucks. And I mean, the Cardinals, even though they're 5-7, they could still make the playoffs because their division sucks. They're only one game behind San Francisco, and we know Arizona is a super talented team. So if they did get in, even if they're like 8-8, if they find a way in, they could make some noise. So the Cardinals still have a shot. It's not a great shot, but they just have to pass the Niners. And the Niners, I still don't think they're very good. They've been impressive this year, at least offensively. Their defense might be the worst in the league, but their offense is still pretty good. But I think the Cardinals are definitely better than them. Bishop Sycamore is a... No, those kids are like 25. They were legit 25-year-olds, I think, playing and getting killed by teenagers. That's just the funniest story. That's the funniest thing. We literally need like a full-on documentary on that, because that's like the funniest thing I've seen in a while. Strong words for a man who's won 4 total games in the last 2 seasons. I mean, to be fair, Roman Higgins has only won 5 in his career. Not that, you know, wide receivers make the same impact that quarterbacks make. They lost to a local high school 35-0. Nick, do you have any familiarities with the school, and did they play your team? If so, I need you to tell me if they're real or if they're like panoramic people. Are these like real physical people playing for this team, or are they ghosts? Are they the type of people that Sam Darnold would see? Don't worry, Flemo. I imagine Flemo has something cooking him, knowing him, because he is one of the best in the business. Croc played his college days at Shishop Bickmore. Wow, what a name. Not that you know of. I mean, probably because the school was literally created last week. When I first saw they were like playing each other, ooh, fumble. Picked up by Trey Flowers. When I first saw that like ESPN was like airing that game, I was like, ooh, who is it? IMG, I know IMG. And then Bishop Sycamore. I'd never heard of that school in my life, so I was a little bit curious, but I was like, hey, maybe they're good and I've just never heard of them. But clearly that hypothesis was wrong, and ESPN was just lazy about it and did not do their homework, clearly, which is just funny. That a big-time company, albeit ESPN is pretty flawed, so I guess this kind of exposed them a little bit, but a big-time company like that does not do their homework on Bishop Sycamore at all, and, well, it bites them in the rear end. Prediction, meme of the year are going to be the Texans when they go 4-8 and drop out of the... Oh, Texas. Oh. Even if Texas went 0-12, I don't think they would drop out, because Texas is like a big-time program. Even though they've kind of sucked the past like 5-10 years for their standards, they're still a big-time program, and they still make a bunch of money. So even if Texas is not that good, which, to be honest, I'm not overly high on Texas, the SEC is still going to want them, because it makes the SEC money. Oh, they went for it, and it worked! Look at Kamara! That was a gutsy call. I would not have gone for it there. I would not have done that, because they could have made it a 2-score game. Now, obviously, it paid off, so what do I know? But that's a ballsy call. They could have kicked a 49-yard field goal, which is not overly hard. I wouldn't say that's field goal miss range. But they go for it, and they get a touchdown. That is gutsy. Now that the entire OFL server is here, I can finally say I'm committed to Bishop Sycamore after the last game in which I had .5 tackles and assisted pass deflection. I'm going to an amazing coaching staff who totally does not have a warrant out for his arrest. They don't get the 2. Now, we will keep watching. But if the Bucks don't score on this drive, we might start to sim. But for now, we will keep watching. I'm 12 playing with men. Literal men. I think the ball has been thrown my way once. And you caught it. Why does Madden not throw you the ball, though? This can't be anything more than a coincidence. But why does it keep happening? Octi auto upgrades. Okay, I can do that. Who will you lose to this week? Let me see who you play. Who are the Colts going to lose to here? The Colts play the Snowhawks. Yeah, you should probably win that game. Simple. EA hates me. Yeah, I guess that's the reason. Because there's no other rational explanation. It's crazy that Apple is actually 13 and sounds like he's 7. Eddie will be a 93. I imagine he'll be in the ballpark. Yeah, I don't know how many skill points he has off the top of my head. Because when I made the video, I really was not looking at the screen for the most part. I was just literally scrolling. Endlessly scrolling for a good half hour. How much time is left? Not a lot. Tampa Bay has to move quick. This isn't necessarily a must-win game for the Bucks. They definitely can make the playoffs even if they lose. But obviously a win would help. Not only just for winning the division, but also wild card. And not having that tiebreaker over Arizona could bite them in the butt. I always assumed he's 9. Funny that Lober is 13, but Axe 3. I mean, you're not totally wrong there. Bradley Payne will be a 96. I mean, I know you guys don't have a lot of money, but you should have enough money next year to probably re-sign him. We're in the same boat with Chip. Like, we have a bunch of money given out, but I still really want the CPU to bring him back. If Chip doesn't re-sign with us, I wonder where he would end up. I can't really envision Chip anywhere else but with us. Nice touchdown for Scotty Gregory. What a guy. So they're going to make it a 5-point game. Are they going to kick the onside kick here? To be honest, I mean, with how Kamara's been running the ball today, I would probably do it. Which is risky. Onside kicks don't work often. Remember in early OFL 21, I was like, damn, is CD ever going to develop? And here we are. He's damn near a 99. Wow, they're not going to go for the onside. Ballsy. I feel like you're going to do really good in the sim years. With all the talented quarterbacks in the league, I think the sim years are going to be really interesting. Which should be a lot of fun. Those are going to be fun streams. I'm really excited about them. If you were to trade Eddie, would you take off the trade deadline for 2 minutes? You're saying you would give me Eddie Small as my quarterback. If that is the case, then I don't know how I could say no. Eddie for Phil. What if Apple and I just swapped Eddie and Phil? That would be kind of funny. Phil is my guy and I want to ride or die with him, but, I mean, Eddie's also my dude. So, that was a good throw by... What the hell? That play is literally Madden in a nutshell. What's good, Football Wills? Welcome in. Some years are the only thing you're excited for. I mean, the Cardinals are going to be 6-7. If San Francisco loses, they're going to be tied. What's the Snowhawks record? I imagine Portland's not too far behind either. They probably have 5 or 6 wins, don't they? We're not even talking about the Snowhawks, but they might be in the race too. Yep, we will. I wouldn't get so confident about that. I don't have a good feeling that the Bucs are going to drive down the field. Right as I say that, Bobby Okereke, the former Diablo, with the sack. But my gut tells me Arizona... Oh, that's going to be DPI. Automatic first down. Wow, that changes things. That was a really bad throw. That wasn't even close to the receiver. That's a really bad penalty by David Long. What's been going on? The Titans win. The Titans did win their first game in overtime, so you guys are now 8-4. Yeah, Portland is 5-7, so they're tied with Arizona too. So what if Portland won this division after all of this? Oh, it didn't send. What didn't send? The fraudulent Mickey Mouse Titans. Ooh, did the Bucs call their last time out? Because they only had one. Trash DP. It wasn't catchable at all. Exactly. That throw was not catchable in the slightest. Oh, sack? I was looking at the chat. Yeah, he got sacked by Byron Jones. Love with a nuke. I didn't realize there was no time left. Wow, that was fast. So that's why they called their timeout. I thought there was still a good, like, 40 seconds left. Well, the game's over. The Cardinals win. Weird fashion, but hey, it works. So the Cardinals are now 6-7, and the Bucs are now 7-6. The Colts are more frauds. That was off the back foot. I didn't even look at the throw. I just saw him launch a nuke, and I was like, why is he going so deep? Looking at the numbers, Jordan Love was pretty good. I thought Alexei Smirnov wasn't that bad. I know his numbers are pretty bleh. But I thought Smirnov, for the most part, was pretty good. Kamara was a beast. The Bucs didn't even try to run the ball. Robert Woods had a nice game. Roman Higgins had, what, 1 catch? Oh, he had 2. No drops. Oh, I thought that was leading tackle. I thought the leading tackler had 1 tackle for a second. I was like, what the hell? Gilbert Knight with 3 sacks. Chad Holiday and Byron Jones with 2. 1 for Okereke. And then the interception right at the beginning by Minka Fitzpatrick. Like I said, I don't care about the other guys. Losing is cool, but Eddie is all like... I mean, with no front runner in the AFC, I mean, the Colts have a reasonable path at the OFL Bowl. Time to see my 1 catch for... What would you rather, 1 for 16 or 2 for 19? All right, it's sim time. Dang, that guy is 7. Did that say new injury? Oh, big injury decision. Well, it doesn't matter now. If you need more proof that Smirnoff doesn't throw me the ball... Oh, your upgrades! Oh. Well, I will do those now. I mean, technically, you didn't put them in before the stream, so I guess I can't get too mad at myself for forgetting them. And the Colts lost by 3, so those upgrades probably would have helped. What's Eddie's new rating, by the way? I'm curious. Is he a 93 now? Ooh, he's a 94. He's a 93 in true talent. But with morale, he's a 94. You can't get too mad at me. If you put them in before the stream, I would have remembered. So, technically, you can't get too mad. We could, as, I don't know, compensation, we can check your box score first. Mahomes and Eddie were both quite good. Saquon had a nice game. Colts are still, what, 8-5? Yeah, Indy's fine. Ooh, did you guys lose? Uh-oh. The Cougars beat New England 21-17, so Chicago goes 1-1 today. They are now 8-5 as well. DR3 was pretty good. Kenneth Hawthorne with a typical Kenneth Hawthorne performance, which is not a compliment. Auto shouldn't be a thing because that's going to include the guys with 1 point. Yes, but I auto everybody with 1 point. So for the coaches who do their manual upgrades, once they go through all of their upgrades, I auto all the players with 1 point. So it's fair that way. And by the end of the season, I think probably by the end of the Week 16 stream, for everyone who does not put their upgrades in, and for everyone on the teams who did do their upgrades but have new skill points, I'm just going to auto everybody. So it's totally fair. So I auto the 1 point guys for every team. Ooh, Toronto goes 2-0 today. I mean, the Lions and Cowboys aren't good, but wins are wins. Trout and Doris both played pretty well. Aaron Jones with a nice game. Who had 1 catch? Malik Barlow, an 82-yard touchdown. How about that? Well, he only allowed 1 sack today. That's low for him. 2.5 for Reggie Peters. So Reggie Peters heard me trash talk him like the midway point of the season, and then for the past like 5 weeks, he's been the defensive player of the year. Can we go 2-0 today? We do. I mean, we played the Bills. That's not much of an accomplishment. But hey, again, a win's a win. Damn, Chip didn't even play well. Come on, Phil. I need you to boost your MVP, buddy. What's going on? Chip is probably in the top 5. I think the favorites at this point have to be Eddie and Painter, I would think. Dolphins get back on the win column. They beat the Saints 28-19, so the Dolphins have now won 5 of 6. Brandon Lampman has actually gotten a lot better throughout the year. I give him a ton of credit. It's fair to say Aaron Jones is top 3 running back. This year, definitely. He's probably going to be an Offensive Player of the Year candidate, I would imagine. I mean, Saquon's having a great year. Zeke is doing well again. McCaffrey is definitely going to be an Offensive Player of the Year candidate. But Aaron Jones is right up there with them. Did the Raiders score 17 in the 4th quarter? God damn it, Eagles. The Eagles were up 24-7 going into the 4th quarter, and they lost. And Philly needs all the wins they can get if they want to make the playoffs. The Eagles have not made the playoffs once in OFL 21. How many teams have not made the playoffs at all this year? It can't be many. I know Baltimore hasn't. I know the Steelers haven't. There can't be more than like 4 or 5. The Lions haven't, I don't think, although they've been close a lot. Ooh, the Niners lost! So Carolina. So the Niners, Cardinals, and Snowhawks are all 6-6. Wait, that's not how math works. There's 3 weeks left. They're all 6-7. Okay, so Portland, San Francisco, and the Cardinals are all 6-7. What's the head-to-head tiebreaker with San Francisco and Portland? And then I guess Arizona and Portland. What are Portland's head-to-head tiebreakers with both teams? That's probably the better question. Let's go to them. Marvin Jones stopped throwing 1 touchdown, no interception. Now he's actually kind of good. Lost to the Cardinals. Split with the Niners. This game might decide the division. Week 17. That could just literally decide the division. Alright, we are on Jacksonville. Did the Jags keep losing? No, they won. Finally. Who do you think is going to win tonight, UAB or Jacksonville State? Probably UAB, but let's ride with Dion. I'm going to pick Jackson State. I know it's probably not going to happen, but who knows? Maybe Dion has something up his sleeve. Or should I say, as he likes to be called, Coach. I think Coach has something up his sleeve. If you were on the Niners, you would carry them to the playoffs. But the Niners' defense is buns. Their defense. Do you want to see how many points they allow week by week? 45, 31, 28, 37, 31, 38, 31, 21, 14, 23, 13, 33, 28. I mean, that's bad. That's real bad. The Jets lost by 1 2 weeks in a row. That's depressing. For a team who, needs all the wins they can get. And the Jets blew it in the fourth quarter again. That's depressing. Tua played well. Carson Wentz also played pretty well. IT probably would have requested a trade already. That's low-key kind of facts. Imagine if IT was on the Caps and that whole situation ended up happening. How good would the Caps be if they had IT right now? And where the hell would Riley Painter be? Because he would definitely be somewhere, I'd think. Another loss for the Lions. 28. Did the Steelers score 31 at halftime? They scored 31 in the first half. And it appears that Isaiah Thomas is injured. Willie Weeks came in, and to his credit, he was darn good. But what's the deal with Isaiah Thomas? Could this be like a one-week injury where he's fine, or could he be done for the year? Nick Chubb really got a 70-yard touchdown pass. Okay. The Lions have to be probably eliminated by now. If not, they're awfully close. Cavs would be 2-10 right now. The Packers, they could use a win, and they don't get it. Ooh, and they lost to Memphis. That's a big deal, because I think they were tied. So a big day for Memphis. They go 2-0, and the Packers go 0-2. Will Duvall might be making a late-season MVP push. I'm not even going to lie. Katie Katz was better today. I wouldn't say he was good, but he was better. It's a damn shame Memphis cannot run the ball. And that should help Will Duvall's MVP case, because they literally cannot run the ball. They have to be last in team rushing yards. If not, I'd be shocked. Pretty good with Jax as your coach. That's true. Did you guys ever end up winning that championship? Oh, we already saw that. The Panthers have won a lot in a row. How many is that? 5? That's 4. Ooh, the Rams. What's the Rams record? So the NFC West is a 4-way tie at 6-7. Are you kidding? The NFC West is a 4-way tie with 3 weeks to go. I didn't realize the Rams were that good. You did, and you got MVP. Wow. Nice. So I guess Jax can win championships. He doesn't choke in the playoffs like, I don't know, here. 8-8 to champs. Imagine if the Caps go 15-1 here and lose in the divisional round. Imagine if the Caps lost to Toronto in the divisional round. That would be kind of funny. Ravens lost to the Bengals. Ouch. You cannot lose that game in Week 14 to the Bengals. Urinating Tree just uploaded a Bishop Sycamore video. Do I stop the stream now or do I stop it in 5 minutes? Tough dilemma here. You're a running back in that league and EA activity helps you. So clearly it doesn't count. It's a Mickey Mouse championship in my books. Jax will pull a 2011 Packers. Yes! That would imply Toronto would have to win the championship, though. Because that's what the Giants did. We already saw that. We already saw pretty much all of these. We know the Steelers won. Texans. Ooh, the Texans won again. They beat the Chiefs. KC is in more trouble. Baker and Scooter were both nah. Geis scores twice. Hey, that rhymes. I was not even trying to rhyme, but it did. Forrester and Chason with sacks, and then quite a few interceptions. That Packers roster wasn't even that good. I mean, they had Aaron Rodgers, so him alone is, pretty good. That might be everyone. Yeah, we used her for Bucks. Wait, no, we used her for Colts, because we switched over. What happened in the Bulldogs and Caps game? We saw these, right? The Chargers lost, the Cardinals won, and the Chiefs lost. Yeah, so this is the last game. Wow, London won 31-14. How about that? Deshaun and Painter are both solid. I mean, Painter only threw 51%. He wasn't that good. The Caps should still win this division pretty easily, but they can't quite clinch it yet. Riley Painter is just godly. Also happens to throw for 50% in the biggest game of the year and loses. I mean, the Caps are still 11-2. They're still in the playoffs no matter what. Players of the week. Aaron Jones, Nick Chubb, Jalen Johnson, and... Is his name Lonzo Howard? I think his name is Lonzo. Okay, so a lot of divisions are super close. Still only one team has clinched a playoff spot. So in the AFC North, we got a three-way tie for first place between the Cougars, Ravens, and Steelers, who all went 1-1 today. In the AFC South, all four teams are separated within a game. Colts and Titans tied for first. Jags and Texans right behind them. AFC East, three-way tie for first place. There are a lot of ties. The Jets, Pats, and Dolphins are all 6-7. And then the AFC West, the Diablos are one game ahead of the Raiders. NFC North, the Steamers have taken first place. Green Bay and Toronto are one game back. In the NFC South, Carolina is 2 ahead of the Bucks. Carolina should clinch soon. The NFC East, the Caps only need to win one more game or have the Bulldogs lose one more game. So the Caps are still going to clinch. So that loss isn't that big of a deal. NFC West. Oh boy, look at this beautiful mess. Everybody is 6-7. The Niners are literally, no disrespect, Husker. I mean, the point differential speaks for itself. For the memes, I'd like to see San Francisco get in, but that literally might be the worst point differential in the league. I actually kind of want to see that now. Is that the worst point differential in the OFL? We want team stats. Would that be in... where would that be? Would that be in... Where would point differential be? Conversions? Red zone? Where is point differential? I could have sworn that's here somewhere. Is that not in here? Is point differential not a stat in this game? What? Huh. I'm disappointed, EA. I expected better. NFC West balances all things should be. So here is the playoff picture with 3 weeks to go. The Diablos are back up in first place. The AFC really is not. I think these are the same 7 teams. To be honest, this might be the same order that we start. Hold on. I know I checked the playoff picture at the beginning of the stream. The playoffs are literally the exact same. The only difference is the Raiders and Titans have swapped. So at the beginning of the stream, it was Diablos, Colts, Cougars, Jets, Raiders, Titans, and Ravens. The NFC is a little bit different. The Niners are still in first place of the West. Instead of the Packers, it's now Memphis. But other than that, the only new team in here is the Steamers. So with how close these teams are, I figured there'd be a lot of change, and there hasn't, which makes things really interesting and really weird. I'm pretty sure those were already there. Sheldon Traylor is hurt. That's new. Joey Bosa has 4 more weeks. Since we only went through 2 weeks today. Oh, IT tore his abdominal. He is out for the year. So it'll be Willie Weeks at quarterback for Detroit. Wow. Okay. That's kind of big. What the hell happened here? So I see New England has turned into a cripple home. I don't know if they had any of those injuries last time. I think I'm going to save the devs for the next stream, I think. Oh, whoa, whoa. What happened here? Jalen Ramsey broke his femur. He was the defensive player of the year, too. Hold on, let me show you guys how impressive his numbers were. I think he was leading in interceptions. He is 6. I think he was first in fumble forces with 4. And I'm pretty sure he was first in fumble recovers. He was going to be the runaway defensive player of the year. And now he breaks his femur, and he's going to miss a large chunk of next year. Wow! That's a big deal. Ricardo Harper, broken tibia. I'm pretty sure that's new. Marlon Mack dislocated his ankle. He's out 7 weeks. That's new. And that's everyone. Okay. So that will end the stream. I hope everybody enjoyed. The next one for weeks 15 and 16 will probably be Friday. There's a slight chance it could be tomorrow, but anticipate that it'll be on Friday. That's the plan. Ramsey could still win Defensive Player of the Year. I guess that's true. I mean, he's only missing 3 games, but that certainly hurts his chances. But, yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed, and we'll be back within the next couple days.